Hey everybody, what's up? I know it's been a while since I've posted a vid. A lot's happened since then. A couple strike forces, a few dreams, and of course a couple of UFCs that everybody's been talking about. I get to everything in a second. First off, I guess I want to dive into Strike Force. Talk about Strike Force. Of course, the biggest news coming out of Strike Force, of course, is Fedor losing to Fabricio Werdum, and of course, it begs the question: so where does this loss put him? Where does he stand? I guess obviously he's probably not the #1 heavyweight in the world. Of course, a lot of you folks are not used to seeing that. I guess #3, #4. I got Brock Lesnar being the #1 heavyweight in the world, Alistair Overeem #2, and maybe Fedor being #3. That's why I have him. A lot of you guys may have some. Everybody's different. Of course, that loss. I know a little inside information. I guess I was at the gym training, and a buddy of mine, actually one of the instructors that I know who also trains at the same gym as Fabricio Werdum, actually called it. He called it before the fight, believe it or not. Of course, it's a little hard to believe, of course, after the fact. But Werdum actually said, he says, I'm gonna get Fedor to the ground, and I'm gonna submit him with the trainer choke, and actually wound up being a triangle armbar combination. That's what it was. I know, hard to believe, but where it is that where it is out of his gym is that he called it before the fight. So there's that. Second of all, Shields, where the Shields stands. I guess the word is, I don't know if there's anything official, but word is that he's going to be moving to the UFC, and he wants to fight most of those fights at 170 and a few at 185. It's going to be interesting. I don't know how true that word is, but there that is. He had a really impressive victory, of course, against Dan Henderson, really shocking me. I had him losing that fight very badly, first round knockout maybe even, but he was able to take Dan down and keep him down for at least the better part of the 3 rounds, and won and grinded out a really good decision. So we'll see. It's going to be really interesting, him against a lot of the UFC welterweights and middleweights, and we'll see. Who knows? What else? Alistair, I guess it's Overeem. I think Overeem has Werdum next up. That's gonna be another interesting one too. Interesting to see because I guess word is Alistair saying that he's gonna be pretty much ready for Werdum's jiu-jitsu. So we'll see. We'll see if the Demolition Man has evolved. We'll see if he's gotten better. I'm waiting to see that. Moving on to the UFC. First off, of course, the biggest news coming out of the UFC is Brock Lesnar defending his heavyweight title. A lot of people had him losing that fight to Shane Carwin. Of course, there's a lot of a lot of discussion with Shane's cardio and how he kind of petered out that second round. He really had nothing for Brock coming out, answering the bell, and Brock took him down and got an anaconda choke on him. I was surprised too. I was surprised at an anaconda choke. I thought it was going to be either he was going to grind out a victory, or he was going to take Shane down and get stoppage. That's what I figured he was going to do, but it actually wound up being second round submission. So hey, kudos to Brock. His game is evolving, and that's what I like to see. I really also like to see a lot of work on his stand-up next time. He really needs to work on his stand-up. His striking defense, I thought he would have worked on it, and I thought that his striking would have improved. I thought that his striking defense would have improved, and that's something that, I mean, if you're going to be heavyweight champion of the UFC, it's something that you absolutely must absolutely must improve. You can't be just all ground. You can't be all wrestling. You can't be all submissions. You have to evolve. You have to be well-rounded, of course, to be a champion in any division, at any weight. So, also upcoming, you got Silver Sonnen. You got Edgar Penn 2. There is a UFC Fight Night coming up August 1st. Johnny Bones Jones versus Manishenko. That's a low-level card. Not a whole lot going on that card, but hey, it is a San Diego card, so. But the biggest one, I think, is probably Silver Sonnen. That's going to be a fun brawl. I think it's going to be a brawl, and I'm really anxious to see what Sonnen's game plan is going to be, and I'm anxious to see what Silver's going to do. Of course, Chael Sonnen, being a wrestling fan, he grew up watching professional wrestling. He really knows how to sell a fight. He really knows how to smack talk. He really knows how to cut a promo, as they say in the business. Of course, I believe that there's a lot of stuff that even he doesn't even believe he's going to do, but it's all part of selling the fight, you know. So there that is. Silver Sonnen, I think that's what, 117, and then we got Edgar Penn 2. Edgar Penn 2 coming up later in this, I think at the end of August 28th, I believe it is. BJ Penn, of course, has to be really upset after losing that 5-round decision to Frankie Edgar. Of course, Penn really confident in his striking. Really didn't do a whole bunch. Frankie Edgar got a takedown somewhere around the 3rd or 4th round or whatever, so that was supposed to have been huge in the decision. I think BJ got robbed, but then again, you know, I'm not a UFC judge, so of course BJ has got to be training like a demon, an absolute demon. You're probably going to see a BJ Penn that you've probably never seen before, and even more intense, more focused BJ Penn that I know it's crazy to think. But I think BJ really has to come out and leave nothing to the judges. I think that he's going to come out and get a submission, 1st or 2nd round, something like that. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, Koscheck GSP coming up as well. Of course, you have the Ultimate Fighter the next season leading up to that. Of course, Koscheck really a combustible personality. He really knows how to get under people's skin. And to see if he can get under GSP skin. Somehow I doubt it. Somehow I think the guy from Canada, the focused Canadian, can weather the storm and not let Koscheck get under his skin. He won't get into a smack talk battle. He won't let him ruffle his feathers, as I say. And I think Koscheck is going to lose. He's going to lose this one. Not a really big challenge for GSP. Not one of his biggest challenges. Shields coming over, of course, to the UFC. If that is true, that's going to be another interesting dynamic. Anxious to see what's going to happen, because I understand maybe Shields going to have a couple fights and then get a title shot at 170. So we'll see. Who knows? That's it for now, guys. Any other topics that I didn't touch on? You can make any comments. Thanks for watching. Post your rebuttals. Agree, disagree, whatever. But you know, I really appreciate you guys watching. So I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye.